Mm.
And and as far as Bob Dylan, Dylan was Dylan was had a great concept. Didn't have the best voice, but he had a
I ain't say nothing about his voice now.
but the message.
I didn't want to go there.
Well, I mean,
he's the worst singer I've ever heard. But the man's words is what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what it is.
Words, they touch, they reach inside of you and reach into you, and they're universal.
Yeah,
at least that's the way I saw it. I don't know how you.
And the way, well, this is what made his voice work. He even though he did not have the best singing voice, he sang with belief in what he was saying, and what he was saying was good for all humanity, for all people. And I'm thinking, man, I try and sing a song like that, and they tell me it's too controversial. I say, well, why can't I sing a song like that? Everybody else is doing it. The white guys are singing songs like that. Why can't I? But I listened to Bob Dylan and Blowing in the Wind and quite a few other songs that he sang. Yeah. And he was singing what type of songs we should have been singing as a people. It wasn't all about we should overcome. It's about other things that made life worth living and made us as equal as the next man. So I took that song. I like that song so much. I took it and I started putting it in my own shows. And then I thought, I can't sing his songs all the time. I can't sing some other people's songs all the time about issues like this. I'm going to make my own song. I'm going to write my own song. And I just sat down. I remembered all the times we had traveling through the country. You were there sometimes.
Yeah.
And as kids, even Memphis, Mississippi, even back home in Clarksdale, getting treated with no respect. And so right. I put all that together. I thought about the Sunflower River, where we used to play and throw rocks. So as we said, it chunk rocks, skim rocks across the river.
Yeah, I was always pretty good at that too.
I
was good at that. I was good at that.
Yeah,
I mean, you got all the girls, but I knew how to throw rocks across the water.
You knew how to throw a rock.
Thanks a lot, brother. So, I'm glad I got your references.
No, but you were the best at that. See, I got to tell you. And because like even when we would fight all the time when we were kids, remember? And then I remember that time we were laying up in the bed, and then you said, "Hey man, we didn't even fight today." I said, "What? You're right." And then we started fighting right there.
Gotta get one in, man.
No, we can't break the habit, brother. So. But anyway, that's what I think caused me to write that song is I thought about my life, our life. And when I write, I don't like to write where I'm only talking about myself. I may use myself as the person I'm referring to. But when I speak of I'm speaking of us.
Right.
I was born by the river, but so were so many of us. Whether it's the Sunflower River or the Mississippi River.
And you've come to me for help sometimes, as I've come to you for help sometimes.
Yeah, exactly.
I
just wanted you to know the part in there where I'm saying I go to my brother and he knocked me on my knees. I wasn't talking about you, see.
Okay.
I wasn't talking about you. I was talking
a universal brother.
No, I was talking about the government that's supposed to be our brother.
I got you.
This government.
What about that other song you sang? I don't know if it was by him. It was another song by the Hammer.
Oh yeah, who wrote that song? I Had a Hammer.
I heard one of those folk groups sing that song. It was on the radio. It was a big hit. I was out in Los Angeles and I heard it on the AM radio station there. One of them stations they got there, KGF something,
Oh
KGF.
yeah, yeah. I wonder if that was Bob Dylan too. I'm gonna have to think about that. I'm gonna have to soul search on that one. But that was another great one. You're right. See,
Yeah, but you covered it and from, I mean, that record still sells today. I mean, I'm saying today, but the last I remember, it was still selling. You know,
I hope it sells for eternity. Yeah, the great lyrics, great lyrics.
What about that interview you had with Dick Clark, man, when he asked you what was the greatest thing could ever happen to you? Because he thought he was saying like, well, you know, you're not singing anymore, and we know Cassius Clay ain't much of a singer. So what are you doing these days? So I think you told him that you were producing and writing more.
Yeah.
You never said that you was pushing your own record label or anything. It wasn't that important at the time. But
no.
The thing was, he asked that question. He set you up so nice, and you just nailed it with him and said, I hope they all get hits.
Yes. And you know what? Now that you say that, I start to wonder. Because that was my goal. I never did want it to be just about me. I didn't want it to be all about Sam. Because I wanted, like Papa would always preach, for my brother what I wanted for myself. And so if I wanted myself to have hits and success and money and ownership of what we worked and created, then I wanted that for my brother. And that's where the trouble started. That's where the trouble started. When I wanted for my brother what I want for myself. And they were starting to listen. And some of the other folks didn't want to hear that. And I think that was one of the things that I heard that night, December the 11th, 1964.